Donker web hoofstuk 2. Vertrek. Greg is packing his bags into his new BMW that was bought with money from his trustee rekening. He runs back to his room to get the Konrad Botha painting. He thinks it will look nice in his new place. On his way out, he sees the photo of John and decides to take a photo of it to keep his memory alive. Just then he hears a voice saying, "Cheers, Greg," and it sounded just like John, and he heard it clearly. He looks up, but there's no one there. His mom enters. She sees the photo and tells Greg, "Alles wat nou voor jou lê was nie vir jou broer beskore nie. Everything that's ahead of you were never meant for your brother." Greg says, "I will do the studying for us both." And she said she's not just talking about the university. "You will walk a path your brother didn't get to do. I'm so happy for you, but I'm so sad for him." Greg also feels sad and emotional and looks away. He needs to get going. He opens his window, put on music, and he gives a scream out the window when he left, like John used to when he did the bungee jump. As he drives off, a question pops in his head. "Hoekom doen jy dit, Greg? Hoekom gaan jy weg van die huis af? Why are you leaving?" And he gave the same answer that John used to. Vir die val, vir die vrees, for the fall, for the fear. As he's driving down the N1, he starts to relive the moment when he found out about Eckhart that betrayed him. Eckhart Wilken, that joined their school in his matric year and did the biggest social engineering aanval op Greg and his family. The reason? Om wraak te neem vir sy pa, to get revenge for his dad. His dad was a judge and he disappeared or was allegedly killed by Dr. Alec Pinard, the principal of Lawson College. Greg's dad was involved. Eckhart taught Greg to hack computers. Hy het hom geleer om rekenaars te hack. Eckhart disappeared and Greg tried to find him. Through hacking, Greg exposed Doc Pinard's Project Nursery rhyme, but also his own dad's involvement. Another memory pops into his head, the day Greg and his mom went to pick up his things from his old room. A nervous Joan Gibbs, the school secretary, approaches them in the parking lot, telling them that the principal would like to see Greg. They were in a hurry, but they agreed to go. They met with Thomas John Lawson, die stigter van Lawson College, the founder of the school. He looked cold eyes, and also to Greg as if he had a facelift. He asked them that, despite of what happened, if they could still have some sort of an affiliation for future business ventures, perhaps. They didn't seem interested. He then tells Greg not to burn bridges. Later on the school grounds, people were watching him, secretly taking photos and calling him names like loser. Then he saw TJ, the person who told the police that he was a hacker. Also the grandson of the stichter of Lawson College. Greg thought that they were friends. In his room, him and his mom were packing his things. Kwanele came to say goodbye. Die onderhoofseun, but then were head boy, hoofseun, in Greg's place. He gave Greg the secret Lawson handshake. They drove off, but in the side mirror he saw Plank running behind the car and he asked his mom to stop. Plank didn't get to say goodbye. Greg says, "But I was there, I didn't see you." But Plank says he was smoking weed. Plank asks Greg what he's going to do about his matric exam. And I think we all were wondering what he did if he left school in the middle of the year. He tells him he will write with the homeschoolers. Greg would have loved to write at Lawson and to take one final look at the Memorial Museum. But they removed everything of their family, even all of John's stuff. Plank tells him he is going to study next year by Marty's. And now Greg is also going to Marty's. He will be a first year and Plank is a second year, and he's very excited to see Greg. While driving back, another memory pops in his head. One of his dad and die beskuldigde bank, sitting on the accused bench in the High Court. He also remembers seeing someone in the gallery, a woman with long black hair, someone that he didn't know and he didn't see again after that one day. He arrives in Beaufort West, still thinking about that woman. He is going to stay the night in Beaufort West. He sees girls standing around looking to earn money, probably prostitutes. He sees kids as young as 10 years old walking with men, and he thinks to himself, die donker web van armoede, the dark web of poverty. And there's also links to the title of the book, which is Donker Web. Okay, guys, I hope that this helped you. Please have a look at the playlist of the videos of the other hoofstukke as well. Goodbye.